Hello Leo, my name is Jason. Thank you for visiting my channel. Extra thanks if you're revisiting my channel. This is your tarot reading for the second half of December, the mid-December reading if you like. It's a general reading, so it could be about love, career, any questions or items that are at the forefront of your mind. Okay, I've given the cards a fair shuffle now. Let's get straight into it, Leo. Leo, you go into the second half of December with the Nine of Cups. Okay, so I hope you can see it there in this light. The Nine of Cups is your wish come true card. So something has come together finally for you, or you can see it about to come together for you, and it's going to allow you to reach the next level of your growth somehow. So it could be your growth, like personal growth, or it could be your career. Could be perhaps even an athletic milestone you've been chasing for a little while, so all the training has paid off, and so you've got your wish come true card here. So what a great way to start the second half of December. We'll clarify this a little more and see where it might be going. Your challenge for the month of December, the second half of December, you have the Four of Cauldrons, or the Four of Cups. Okay, this is the Celtic deck, by the way. So the Four of Cups talks about taking advantage of your opportunities. Because this is in the challenge position, what you're being asked to do is to look around. Opportunities will come, but they may not be so obvious. Okay, so and if you blink, you might miss it. Okay, and now this could be an opportunity if it's to do with your athletic success perhaps, or business success, I'm feeling. But because it's a cup here, it could also be about a romantic opportunity. Someone you are interested in, or someone who is interested in you, may say something or give you some kind of a hint or a tip. But these people won't hang around very long if you don't pick up on their vibe, because they'll be thinking that you're not really interested in what they have to offer. Okay, so this could, again, even though it's a cup, which generally talks about some kind of emotional element, I'm thinking it could also be about something to do with your career or one of your pastimes or a hobby. Okay. Now, your fears for the second half of December. Okay, you have the Knight of Swords, right? Now, the Knight of Swords can represent a person who may be like a straight-talking, fast-moving, kind of like a lawyer type, or someone with some authority somewhere, and you're feeling like you've got some kind of a showdown with them. Okay, so it's either a showdown or a meeting, or you're waiting for a decision that they make or that they bring to you. And it's a fear, remember, this is not a fact. So it's just something that may be playing on your mind a little bit. Okay, and it's about communication. So perhaps you're waiting for this kind of communication to come in, and it could be stressing you out a little bit, because it's going to allow you to either move forward or stay where you are for a while. But again, we'll clarify that. So the best attitude for you to take in the second half of November is the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is about moving on. So be prepared to just get your stuff, get what's important to you, and move on to calmer waters. So if you've recently changed your mindset, or you've realised that you need to change your mindset, it's going to be a lot easier for you to move from the turbulent, rougher waters behind this boat. If you have a look behind the boat here, that's a little choppy, but in front of the boat it's quite smooth and rough, and there's a sense of direction there. See the person in the front there pointing the way forward, saying yes, they've got some direction now. So that's saying give yourself a sense of direction when you move on. Don't just necessarily walk away from something without having somewhere to go. Okay, and it looks like you are being required to, or asked to, walk away from something. Just make sure you know where you're heading, but we'll clarify that a little for you. Now, in the outcome position, you have the Ace of Shields, which is the Ace of Pentacles. Fantastic. So how well does that run on from the Six of Swords. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, which indicates a new start. So things will fall into place for you. So when you change your perspective or your mindset or your physical environment even, the universe will conspire to bring you something, a chance, an opportunity for a new start. Okay, so that's fantastic. It could be something to do with material things. So it could be like a new job or a new set of material circumstances. So it could be about where you're living. Perhaps you have a chance to move to a nicer neighborhood or something like that. Okay, it could be you might get a good offer on a car, something like that. We'll have a look at that. We'll clarify these, but this is looking pretty good once you decide to move on from something, from where you are now. Perhaps it's got something to do with this this Knight of Swords down here. You're worried about a decision which might come from this person, or this kind of situation which is about very straightforward but needed communications. And when you finally get it, even though you might be stressing out a little bit, at least it's going to allow you to make a decision about something. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so let's have a look. This Nine of Cauldrons here. So what is this matter about the Nine of Cups, this wish come true? What is about to come true for you here, or already just has, and it's allowed you to have a feeling of moving forward? You have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so the Ten of Cups talks about abundance, talks about emotional fulfillment, it talks about happiness. So perhaps you've just got yourself into a relationship and you were really you're working at something for a while, you're working on yourself as far as your independence goes, as far as not needing anybody for the sake of needing them. So there may have been a bit of codependence or a bit of a victim mentality with you, or some kind of thing which was bogging you down, a situation, and you had to get out of that situation, and now you can see that this is all yours to have now. Okay, so you've worked on yourself, you've made a decision, and you can see now that these Ten of Cups in this beautiful archway here, archways usually represent abundance and happiness and fulfillment, and you've got that now with the Ten of Cups. So if you don't have it, you have the opportunity, and you can see that now. You can see the coast is clear. So you've worked on yourself, and it's paid off. So well done, Leo. Whatever you've been working on, it's starting to come to fruition. Now, let's have a look at why is the Four of Cauldrons here. So what opportunities will you need to look out for? You need to try and look on the bright side of things. So whatever you've walked away from, or whatever you've finally built, whatever you've built up, something had to go, and there's a chance that you may be wanting to go back to that, whatever it is, whether it was a drinking habit or a person or just a situation that you've moved on from, and as a result of all the good work that you've done. But the challenge is to just realize what you're being offered here. Look, you're being offered that cup. So careful you don't spend too much time dwelling on those three in front of you. Look at that other one which is coming up at you, okay? And you're on the lookout for opportunities now, and the way is open for you to see opportunities now that you have this sense of abundance, this sense of freedom that you have, this emotional fulfillment. Somehow you've achieved some freedom here. Okay, so the Four of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Cups. Okay, so could be a nice, a genuine romantic offer coming in for you. Okay, so I thought this was about, could have been about something, your personal growth, and it can be still, but you've got Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, Four of Cups, and now the Knight of Cups. So this is a strong reading to do with relationships, I'm thinking. So you will be, you'll have an opportunity to take advantage of an offer, a genuine offer brought to you by a Knight of Cups. Okay, now the Knight of Cups may be a little bit immature. I'm thinking this person may be a little bit younger than you, but what they're offering you is genuine. And if you stuck with this person for the long haul, they're offering you like, well, this person will eventually become the King of Cups, which is emotionally very stable, and giving kind of a person, and they know when to give it, when to hold it back. So look, that's what I'm seeing there with the Knight of Cups. We may go around again. We'll see how we look on that, but that's a beautiful beautiful opportunity waiting for you there. You just got to keep your eyes open for this opportunity, okay, Leo? And it's probably a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio bringing you this offer. Okay, so a water sign. Water signs and Leo, not too bad, but they're not a bad combination. Water signs with Aries and Sag, maybe not so much, depending on what else is in their chart. But water signs and Leo, for some reason, that seems to work a little better. Let's have a look here. Why is the Knight of Swords here in the fears position? So what is the problem with the Knight of Swords energy for Leo? Why is the Knight of Swords here? Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so this message that you're getting or you're worried about getting will have to do with your personal wealth. It'll have to do with maybe what's left over for you after you've made some kind of a decision, all right? So it might be a legal decision to do with your wealth, okay? So that's generally, remember I said it could be a legal decision, a lawyer, something like that, okay? So this person's coming in with a message about wealth. This abundance here is going to affect your abundance, your material abundance. And so you're a bit worried. You might be a bit concerned that, well, it's a big deal. So if you've perhaps left a marriage or you're leaving a marriage right now, or a relationship, a long-term relationship, that could be what you're working on. Perhaps you've got someone doing some figures. So you've been involved with an accountant about something legal, if that makes sense. Anyway, so again, it's just a fear. There's nothing here which says anything negative at the moment. We'll have a look and see where it might take us. We haven't really predicted anything much yet, apart from this offer that you're going to get from this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, so the best attitude, the Six of Swords. Please clarify the Six of Swords for us. How can we clarify that? You have here Four of Wands. Okay, so look, you're moving on with the Six of Swords to the Four of Wands, which is a happy home celebration. Look at that. Four of Wands is a card of celebration. So you're going to, or the best attitude to take, is to see that this is a time for celebration. So that you've gathered up the courage finally. So you've gathered up the courage, and that's a sense of celebration in itself, regardless of what happens with the material things, whatever message you get from this lawyer type person about your wealth, you have cause for celebration because you've reached a new milestone in your growth, or a new chapter even, because you've decided to walk away from an old one which wasn't serving you. Okay, so let's have a look at the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles talks about brand new beginnings, things coming together for you which give an opportunity, and it's got something to do with stability, financial stability most of the time. It doesn't have to be, it could be a romantic opportunity, a romance perhaps which is characterized by financial stability. And doesn't financial stability solve a lot of problems when you're talking about relationships? If everyone's feeling secure, then they can concentrate just on each other. Okay, let's have a look here. Why is the Ace of Shields here? Why is the Ace of Shields here for Leo? It's taking a while to come out here. Okay, so the outcome is really hard to find. Please, Ace of Shields, please, Spirit, clarify the Ace of Shields for Leo. Sometimes I've just got to let the card pick itself. We might be here for a while. One nearly came out and stuck to my finger. It's getting pretty sweaty here in Geraldton, Western Australia. Look, let's just do it. And you have the Page of Swords. Okay, so you have the Ace of Shields clarified by the Page of Swords. So the outcome might be that, yes, there will be a a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles, but there's also something to do about someone watching something. Is there something to do with another message coming in, or you might be delivering a message to someone? So toward the end of the year, perhaps even between Christmas and New Year, you will have received a message and then you're going to give a message to someone else. What will this message be about? Okay, you have the Two of Pentacles. You're going to give someone a choice. You're going to give someone a choice, not so much an ultimatum, but there are two ways you can do things, two ways you can divide assets, two ways you can, two stories you can tell about this, but it's definitely something to do with Pentacles and about balancing things. And it might just be a transitory thing until things settle down. So something fairly new has happened here. Let's wrap this up. Give us one more card. What is this settling down about? Why is the Two of Pentacles here in the outcome position for Leo? Geez, cards don't want to come out today for this. I'm wondering, sometimes the outcome, it's best if you don't know it. Maybe that's what Spirit's telling us here. So I'll give it another couple of shuffles. If nothing comes out, then we won't go ahead with it. It just means that you're not meant to. It's not meant to be revealed at this moment, and it's not. So, Leo, that's what I've got for you. I hope that's resonated with you somehow. So it looks like you've got some legal matter coming through, which is about your long-term financial security. The best attitude to take is to think of yourself as a winner because you've had a small victory. Okay, I'll try and get a Christmas reading out for you. Until then, please let me know if it's resonated with you. Leave me any comments, feedback. Like and subscribe my site, and hope to talk to you in a couple of weeks.